Welcome to Eagle A Inspirations. You are meant to soar. Today I will be looking at the topic, the secret power God has given to you. Most, if not all of us, have watched some kind of movie or cartoon while growing up. Over time, we began to have our favorite characters, mainly because of their special powers and abilities. I can remember desiring to be able to fly. All of the powers that we see depicted by our favorite heroes are in reality not real. We were all given a special power by God. This power was given to all persons. It can change the course of our lives. We don't have to be slaves of bad habits, circumstances, and even ourselves. It is one that we use sometimes without even knowing. We underestimate how much control we have of this power. Many of us think that our lives or some of our circumstances are out of our control. We think that life is a person, but the truth is, you are in control of your life. You decide by your choices what your life will be. Life is a series of continuous choices we make every day, so the power of choice is not something to take lightly. We have so many choices to make in this life, but we can start with the things that are affecting us or affecting our lives greatly. You can choose to be happy. You can choose to forgive and let go of your hurt. You can choose to put down your phone for a while. You can choose to sign up for college. You can choose to stop eating junk food. You can choose to serve God. The ability to choose is what makes life interesting and beautiful. Our lives aren't set to be a certain way. We make choices that create the lives that we live. There are two primary choices in life: to accept conditions as they exist or accept the responsibility for changing them. This is a quote from Dennis Waitley. God gave us the power to choose. It is these choices that we make that determines how our lives will eventually be. God has not written your life in a book, and that is how your life will end up. He brought you into existence. You get to choose what you become. However, along the journey, God has given us instructions that will help us to make the right decisions, but ultimately we have the final say. While growing up, I heard the saying, "Whatever will be, will be." That statement leaves everything to chance, but over time I have come to realize that the statement that is true as it pertains to life. If it is to be, it is up to me. In every single thing you do, you are choosing a direction. Your life is a product of choices. Quote by Dr. Kathleen Hall. Our lives can drastically change if we consciously realize that the little choices we make in each moment can significantly affect the quality of lives we enjoy. You can make a choice in every area of your life. Areas of happiness, love, forgiveness, health, spiritual life, emotions, thoughts, beliefs, finances, who you choose to be your friends, partners, what you say, what you think. We can choose the movies that we watch. We can choose whether or not we want to be in an abusive or toxic situation. We can choose the music that we listen to. We can choose to start exercising, and so much more. We have so much more choices that we can make in our lives. We can change things because that is the secret power that God has given to you and to me to make choices. I want you to get a piece of paper. Now that you have your paper in hand, I want you to tear it into 2 pieces. I want you to think about what it took for you to actually tear that paper. You had to get the paper, you had to follow the instruction, and then you decided or chose to tear it into 2. If you had chosen not to tear that paper, it would have remained that way for as long as life lasts. It is the same with our lives and our circumstances. We may be dealt a situation, but we do not have to let it remain that way. There are certain things that we can control. Those things that we cannot control, we do not worry about them or allow them to disturb our peace or cause us to just become a victim. But we can choose that I want a better life, a better situation, and by using that power that God has given to you, choice, making up your mind that I will do this, I want to change. Your life can change if you decide that I no longer want my life to continue in this direction. I want to do, I want to be, I want to say, I want to live better. You can choose and it can become your reality. Say to yourself, I choose to make changes in this area of my life. Let me look at an example. Many of us find it very hard or difficult to go to bed early, but you can start going to bed earlier if you use the secret power that God has given to you. So, you have decided that you want to go to bed early. First, think of how it is affecting your life. Then, in your mind, realize that you have had enough. Then, choose in that moment to start going to bed earlier. Set a time and make the necessary preparation to assist yourself in going to bed early. Then, decide that you are going to bed. You have that power. If you consciously practice with each decision that you are making to make choices intentionally, then you will see how possible it is for your life to change. Regardless of what you lose or the challenges you face, you will never lose your power to make decisions. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. That's a quote from Neil Peart. Many people run from consciously realizing that they have chosen. Whether you have chosen or you have not chosen, you still have made a choice. Why would anyone want to have power and not want to be conscious of how they are using their powers to create their lives? They run from the reality that their choices have made their lives what it is. So we have to realize that we are making choices whether or not we have made a concrete decision that this is what I'm going to do. So for a choice, you cannot be in the middle. So whether or not you, for example, if someone asks you, do you want to be a part of this team? If you say yes, you made a choice. If you say no, you have made a choice. If you do not respond, you still have made a choice. So our situations, although complex or though simple, everything can be traced, or the root of it can be linked to a choice that was made. So your life is a product of your choices. I think this thought is powerful by Jean Nidich. It's choice, not chance, that determines your destiny. God has given to you the secret power of choice. If it is to be, it is up to you. Thank you for listening to Eagle A Inspirations. You were meant to soar.